Another shot is coming raw and unbounded. The whiskey's always talking and the beer's overflowing. Another shot is gonna hit you with a mind overloaded on it. The bar is always open with no inhibitions. Another shot will leave your sensories twitching. Cause remember, everything we say is just our opinion. But then again, it might be the alcohol talking. It might be the alcohol talking. Let's go.
Welcome to another Shot Podcast, where our opinions might be real, or it could just be the liquor talking. Sit back and enjoy another shot.
Anybody else have to go to the bathroom? Oh, I already got it. We're going to need to crank it up. Guys, welcome to our Tuesday Night Reel-Flix Chill. We got the 80s movie soundtrack in the back because we are going to be talking tonight about the 80s king himself. What's going on, brother? And that would be the one and only John Candy. Before we get started, though, guys, gotta do a couple quick shout-outs. One of them being to the official sponsor of Another Shot Podcast, that is MLH Distillery, located right here in Grove City, Pennsylvania. Their hours of operation are 5 to 11 on Fridays, 3 to 9 p.m. on Saturdays. And yes, guys, they will be adding more dates to this. All these awesome drinks you see on your screen and you also see at the bar here, you can purchase right there at MLH Distillery, or you can purchase it at MLHdistillery.com. Quick shout out to our good friends there at Snap-on 2, the premier selection in automotive tools. That's your favorite part, isn't it? So we're just going to jump right into it, guys. I mean, the Canadian-born John Candy. I cannot think of a movie that he either was in that wasn't a hit, even if he just had the bit part. Who remembers National Lampoon's Vacation, the first one?
Just a little bitty part.
He was the security guard at Wally World. Small part was still hilarious.
Yes.
I don't know where we're going with all these, so I'm just interested in, I guess it's going to leave the 80s stuff and go right into...
I wear my sun.
I guess we're not listening to 80s soundtrack. We're just going to... 80s music. Wow, what a shocker on here. I'm sorry, guys, but we do have to start off. My all-time favorite has to be The Great Outdoors.
That is mine. And Cats.
Starring John Candy, as well as Dan Aykroyd, and a few other who's in that one. I'm trying to remember. I just look up and he looks like Corey Haim. I'm sorry, which is funny because his actual name is Corey. Let's pull that one up. Oh, The Great Outdoors.
Yeah, I can't remember the
It actually, like, you'd be surprised at the list of people.
The older.
John Candy, Dan Aykroyd, Annette Bening, Robert Prosky.
Wasn't that his wife? Whoop.
Which one? Yes.
Stephanie Fancy.
Pharisee.
Pharisee? Sorry.
Yep.
Fancy. Pharisee.
And of course, another 80s icon, Bart the Bear.
Big Bear. Big Bear chase me.
Big Bear chase me.
Big Bear chase me through.
Louis Arquette. I mean, the list goes on in that one. We can quote the movie.
Oh, yeah.
It was just funny from beginning to end. Kitty Cat, well, you do realize you have to talk at some point there, Snacks. I look over and I'm just... You are a nerd.
No gummies this time.
No gummies this time.
Oh. The gummy warfare lives.
Kat, what was it about that movie you liked? What it had to have been like which part? What? We get it. You wear your sunglasses at night. You're cool.
I don't know. What do? You're in trouble. What do? You let go of the rope. You galoosh.
You bastard! You bastard! What's he saying? I think he says go
Faster.
faster.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
The scene that stands out will always be the bear. The bald-headed bear.
Oh, bald-headed, bald-ass bear now.
I can't remember that. Even the small laughs, like the raccoons, like
Yeah.
getting into the
What are hot dogs made of? Lips and assholes.
And I tell you what, him and Dan Aykroyd were just like gold together. And that, of course, we could do a whole show on Dan Aykroyd.
Oh, for sure.
Like, I mean, there's kings, but I mean, true royalty in Hollywood. That's for another show, though. We do have a comment.
Yes.
Obviously, the Great Outdoors, everybody can talk about that one. I mean, I can almost quote that movie. I watch it every time I find it. Uncle Buck is another one. Macaulay Culkin. Now, name another person in that one.
The girl I can't remember.
That was
The lady that was the tire or the tech, that his girlfriend. She was in. Yeah, she was in a Statham movie? I thought. Was it The Beehive or something? No, not that one.
Madigan, Laurie Metcalf.
Yeah, Amy.
Oh, now looky there. There's Anna Klonsky. You remember her from My Girl.
The little girl was in Now and Then, one of the favorite movies. Yeah. Good evening. Hello, Tim.
What's
Thank
up,
you for
Timmy?
coming in.
I mean, I liked Uncle Buck. It was funny. I think one of the most endearing things about John Candy, he was that lovable funny. I don't think he's ever played a bad guy in anything. I got the list right here.
Maybe not a bad guy. But I've never watched the show of this, but it was called Deadly Companion. Ah, yes.
Wow. Look at the just.
So, Deadly Companion, Canadian thriller. That's what caught my attention. It said thriller. There was no comedy in it or anything. It was in the early 80s. Also called Double Negative. Based on a novel, The Three Roads.
What's going on, brother?
And maybe, hi. Why we really never... it was a confusing show because there were multiple writers. So I would be love to watch the episode or episodes that he may have showed up in and what his role would have been in it.
I'll tell you what, I mean, the people he's worked with.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here you go. I didn't know he was in JFK. What part did he play in that? Dean Andrews. Like I said, I mean, Little Shop of Horrors. He was the DJ.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he had, again, small bit part. Here's one that, for some reason, I don't know why a lot of people don't bring this one up. Spaceballs.
Oh, the doggy in that one.
Barf. Living the life in Florida. You're still in Florida.
Oh my gosh. Night. You got to be fried to crisp.
At this
Isn't
point, he's going to
like
be...
210 degrees down
It
there?
won't be long before he starts saying he's a Floridian.
Well, so there's another one. It's Magic 7. Now, it was originally in 1990 they started this, but they didn't get the movie out until 2009. But he passed away in 94.
Yes.
So I don't know if they kept him in that or not. Again, I was looking at stuff that I've never saw that I'm like really intrigued and want to see him, want to see his character.
That one, you got one over me because I don't even see that on here.
Magic 7. There it is, right there.
Ah. Oh, it's an animation. Starring Kevin Bacon, Jeremy Irons, John Candy, Dee Wallace, Madeline Kahn, Michael J. Fox, Ice-T, Meryl Streep, Demi Moore, Ted Danson. Holy crap. James Earl, Olivia Newton-John, Henry Winkler, Bette Midler.
Yeah, I would love to watch this.
I have never heard of it. Let's see what this one's all about.
What year he was born? Oh, no, sorry, I didn't.
October 31st, 1950.
So he was
Halloween
relatively still young.
Yes, he was very.
There's that Deadly Companion you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And we could find it on Prime.
Nice. All right.
Magic 7. Let's see if we can find... Doesn't show where to find that one, but... Miss Jen, hello.
Hey, sweetie.
You're heading back this weekend so we can get ready for the show next Wednesday.
Ah.
So we'll be looking forward to the return. I mean, we're going to have to get you over to the bar now that it's done too, brother. Another one, I'll tell you what, he really did some of his best work with Dan Aykroyd.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Nothing But Trouble.
Right.
1991. Dan Aykroyd, John Candy played like 3 different characters in that. Or is it just 2? Demi Moore.
Chevy Chase.
Of course, Chevy Chase. Tupac even made an appearance in it. Daniel Baldwin. Taylor Negron. I like that one. Like, I don't know. That was like the who's of 80s. Have you ever seen Nothing But Trouble?
When it first come out, and like I really paid attention to TV at that time. I was, teenager,
Right.
wanting to do other things besides watch movies.
As a teenager, I like to do other things and still watch
I
movies.
didn't really
you know?
pay attention to movies.
Where are you trying to go with that one? Huh? What was that?
So you imagine,
True. It's not supposed to be the night.
Ooh,
Nothing but trouble. Delirious. And Jet. 191.
nice.
I've never seen Delirious.
No, not saying. Like I said, I was writing down stuff that I've not watched, and like, I'm intrigued. I want to watch.
But I mean, I didn't realize until I started looking stuff up. I mean, just how, like, a lot of the stuff he did, believe it or not, was only just small bit parts. I think Home Alone. We already brought up National Lampoons.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Hercules in New York. That was in 1970 with
one
Arnold
of the
Schwarzenegger.
world's worst movies ever made.
But he had a small part in that as well. That's what small part. Sesame Street. He did small songs a few times with Sesame Street.
Small songs.
Small songs,
Small songs.
short songs,
Okay.
small parts.
I need to look up small songs. The Blues Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
He played the detective chasing after them. After, again, Dan Aykroyd. I mean, who did Dan?
James Belushi.
Oh, I could go on and on with that one. John Landis. I mean, Aretha Franklin, Murphy Dunn. Like James Brown,
Hey,
Frank
I feel
Oz.
good.
I don't know. I still stand behind. Like, I mean, heavy metal. He had, he was actually the voice of a robot. Of course, they would have to show that part.
Yeah, that's why I said not for kids, because the first thing you get is flashed. Yeah, that was a Canadian adult animated science fantasy based on a magazine.
I actually had a few of the magazines a little while. They were
Oh,
kind of more
look at
graphic
that.
novel than comic books. So, what's up?
Oh, no, I was just reading because I wrote down he was the Death Sergeant Dan. Eugene Levy did multiple voices. So Eugene Levy, American Pie, most noted for the eyebrows.
Heck,
I
maybe.
think for most people that's
So there is a trend with a lot of his movies. I mean, he just seemed to work well with specific people.
mm-hmm. Actually, I
Most-
think he was in a couple of movies with them that when I was perusing through.
Um,
Eugene Levy was.
I think, yeah, Summer Rental might have, let's double check on that one. Maybe not.
But I think I found the Canadian version of Saturday Night Live.
That would have been the comic troupe that he was in, the Canadian comic troupe. And I think I saw that one, the Canadian Conspiracy.
That
Maybe.
and
Yeah, comedy mockumentary.
Tunnel Vision was the other one.
Uh-oh.
No, no.
It froze.
It's overloaded.
Oh, yeah, it's like way too much info.
That's too much candy. It went in a sugar shock.
That's hilarious.
I'm not down. I'm not making fun of diabetics or anything like that. Believe me, my whole family.
Wilfred Brimley.
The diabetes.
Cool Runnings.
Oh yes.
He was the coach in that. Armed and Dangerous. That was another one. Eugene Levy. I mean, he just. Man. Brewster's Million. Kitty Cat, what is it about John Candy you like the most?
Makes me smile. That's one thing I've seen him in. I just look at him and he makes me smile. He doesn't have to do anything, just be on camera and it makes me smile. I've seen literally, I think, everything that he's done multiple times. Very versatile. He can do, like, say, nothing but trouble. He can do the different parts. You can play different, you know what I mean? I don't know, it just, again, it makes me happy.
I think that was the thing. If I knew he was going to be in a movie, it was going to be funny. There was going to be, it was like, what was that, serotonin effect?
I got nothing on that one. Even when he tried to play like a somewhat serious role. So think, we'll go back to Nothing But Trouble. You know, he played two roles. He was the cop, but he was also Dan Aykroyd's daughter. So John Candy dressed in drag. Swallow. Hear that a lot?
Spitters are quitters.
No, I mean, for me, I mean, he. I hate to say it this way, lose man points, but I mean, he was that lovable.
Big teddy bear. Comfort. He was like comfort. I don't want to say food.
Dim-witted, honestly.
He
all
played
his
that well.
characters usually were. But, you know, going back to Uncle Buck,
He was like a con
Dude,
artist.
he was a down on his luck, you know, yeah, I'm going to babysit the kids, getting in over his head. But then, especially with the daughter, look how protective he was. And all of a sudden, like, I mean, he flipped that switch. And all of a sudden, he wasn't this goofy, like, I mean, it was almost scary.
Yeah.
You know, oh, I keep it so short, you can shave a gnat. And he goes, gnat, bug. But I mean, he did his. I still think he did his best work when he was doing slapstick.
Mm-hmm.
The Great Outdoors. What did I say earlier?
Trains, planes, and automobiles.
I liked it. It was funny,
Yeah.
but I just did.
I want to say it had like, I don't want to say unalive or dead space, but there was like pause moments.
I don't know how to describe this one.
We got him stumped, folks.
Like he was funny in that one, but he wasn't. You know, like planes, trains, and automobiles.
His best movie of all time. According to everything that I've read, that is ranked number one on everybody's.
Money wise or watched wise?
That's a good question.
Yeah. Like I said, I was looking up stuff that I've not ever seen him in. And I did find the movie that KD said, the 1941.
1941.
And the cast that was in that. Ned Beatty, Dan Aykroyd, Treat Williams. Everybody there.
The who's who of 80s.
Yeah.
Again.
Again.
It's that's the most successful.
Oh.
I can't see anything that he's done. Canadian Bacon was hilarious. You know, I thought it was funny where he is born in Canada, but he was a New Yorker that was going over. I'm just, it's hard to stay focused and talk about one particular one because every one of these movies is just, I mean, obviously there's a lot of kid stuff I haven't seen.
Was it The Rescuers? Was it that a Disney?
He was, and yes, He was the voice of, what was it?
The bird.
Albatross.
Albatross. Rescuers 2.
It was the Rescuers Down Under. Yeah, right there. Let's scroll up. He was Wilbur. Yeah, he was the Albatross. Boy, look at the Ava Gabor, Bob Newhart. I mean, the voice talent in that one was incredible.
Mhm.
Volunteers. Tom Hanks. I mean, he worked with him and with Splash as well as Volunteers.
I forgot about Splash.
Daryl Hannah. Eugene Levy. Obviously, Tom Hanks. He was Tom Hanks'
Eugene
brother.
Levy was the scientist going after them.
Trying to find the mermaid.
Yes.
Stripes with Bill Murray. And the late, great Harold Ramis. PJ Souls, which everybody remembers more for Halloween.
Mm.
Oh, I didn't realize Bill Paxton was in that. Sean Young.
A young.
John Larroquette. Well, that's, I mean, like I said, that he's just worked with the who's who. And he always was able to, I mean, the star power he was with, and he was able to keep up with every one of them. I mean, there's movies here where his character is more memorable than like even some of the lead actors.
Right.
Now, Stripes is a tough one because, I mean, it's hard to stand up against Bill Murray and Harold Ramis. Wagons East. I don't know if you've seen that one. That was the last movie he did. And I think he passed away before it came out.
Mm.
Richard Lewis, John C. McGinley. There's another person that, you know.
That McGinley is a.
So not Scrubs.
Scrubs, but I remember him in a Steven Seagal movie as well.
On Deadly Ground.
Like that.
Let's see. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I don't remember Kevin Bacon being in it. That one, for it being one of his better ones, I mean, it wasn't a lot of star power in it.
Mm-mm.
John Candy, Steve Martin, and I mean Dylan Baker. We all know him from the Twisted Sister videos, and pretty sure he was the guy in the Twisted.
Hello, hello. How are you tonight?
Enchanted Dragon, how you doing, sweetness?
Any favorite John Candy films?
I was just looking up a lot of these like recently too, like Cool Runnings. I mean, you can't not love that movie.
I watched that a few times.
So, which one was your favorite?
Great Outdoors was my number one top I could watch just constantly. That's all right.
What's up? What happened?
She says I'm good and not at the moment. John Candy films. I asked her
Oh.
which ones were.
Oh, I forgot about the twins and that.
I'm waiting for their heads to spit around and spit up pea soup. There was just so many good spots in that movie, you know. It didn't have like really a whole lot of no special effects, you know. It wasn't they were in the woods, they were camping, they went
There was supposed to be a family vacation.
family vacation, and then
Dan
Uncle
Aykroyd-
Roman shows up. Oh my, he was very, very young. I didn't realize only 43. Wow. But he's going to blow the whole family out of his ass.
I think one of the things for me, like, I mean, who hasn't had that one family member that, if you go to a family reunion, if you go, the family dinner, whatever, there's
Right.
always that one.
That's like gonna try to one up, or
And then you get stuck with him.
they invite themselves. Are you sure we were invited? They'll love it. It'll be a gas. Sorry.
And the thing of it was, he went up there to con him. As it turns out, I thought
Because they were broke.
I just, you really felt for the guy in that one. Fixed it. But Home Alone, the polka king of, what do you say? What was his name? Gus, was it Zelensky or
Something like that.
Gus Polinski? That's close.
Polinsky, yes.
The whole time he's trying to, have you ever left your child, home alone while you were, he said, no, but I did leave a child once in a funeral home.
Poor
Yeah,
thing.
we forgot all about him, and there he was all day with the corpse. He's
Started-
resilient, yeah, he came around after a few weeks,
Start talking again.
And it makes you wonder, like, I mean, there's a lot of comedians that were really good for ad-libbing and just coming up on the spot. And when you listen to that story and the way that whole goes, like their interaction with each other, it's almost like that wasn't scripted. He just, that was him.
That was him.
Now that I don't know 100%,
Right.
but you can only assume. I mean, Robin Williams, he was the king of just like coming up with it on the spot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, can we not talk about this? Oh, you brought it up. Oh, I'm sorry I did. They're back and forth. It was like they were trying to one-up each other at that point. And yet another actress that we lost was Catherine O'Hara, who just recently passed away.
And Neil. Oh.
Catherine O'Hara. Yes, the dearly depart. We lost another one just a few days ago
Mm-hmm.
from Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I've been seeing quite a few videos. Actually make me cry. Dinosaur laying down beside the headstone. Like, come on, people. Jesus.
My middle name.
Off me is his last name.
But yeah, that. I think that one is what really stands out for me. Is, I mean, it's just,
I don't know if he heard me.
awfully.
Get off me. Is your last name. Wow. Wah, wah, wah. I'm laughing at myself
I'm
right
telling you
now.
right now, there's a reason why there's no bugs around here. The bugs hate the smell of formaldehyde.
Eh. But it works, right? Look at that. Almost like it was 200 years ago.
I don't know, guys. I need some back and forth. Kat, this was your baby tonight. Like, what was it that really, like I keep asking, what stood out? And
It's just literally everything about the guy.
That was her comfort actor.
Now here's one.
Emotional
Okay.
support actor.
He was in Hot to Trot
All right. That had to do with racehorses, right?
with a talking horse.
A talking horse. Okay.
And I'm trying to remember that one a little bit more. I've only seen it like a couple times. Bobcat Goldthwait's in it. I'm kind of surprised I wouldn't like that one a little bit more. Dabney Coleman. I mean, who remembers him from 9 to 5 and
Mm.
the reboot for Beverly Hillbillies? Virginia Madsen, Gilbert Godfrey. Who voiced Elliot Gould was the voice of the horse. Like I said, though, I mean, I could go on and on about the people he's been, you know, in movies with,
Mm-hmm.
and he always it's his character that most people will always remember.
I love his laugh. I try to do it, but I butcher it so bad I can't.
Look at it. Armed and Dangerous, John Candy, Eugene Levy, Meg Ryan, the Zeus himself, Tiny Lister, Robert Loggia, Brian James, Jonathan Banks. Everybody knows him from more for Breaking Bad.
Ah, yes.
James Tolkien. He was the principal in Back to the Future. He was also I think he was an admiral, if I remember, in Top Gun.
What's it?
James Tolkien,
Yeah.
right there.
Yep. You are right. Lex Luthor. Sorry. That's what he reminds me of.
Let's see here, since we're on him now. Commander. He was the commander. Little side note on that one. Little known actor that went on to do big things. Tim Robbins I think he was in it for a whole 5 minutes total.
Okay.
And he was Merlin. So he was actually Cougar's co-pilot.
Oh, yeah.
And then when they were trying to find a co-pilot for Maverick, Merlin was the guy they ended up.
Putting with him.
Yeah. And then look what he's gone on to do.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone will always remember him from Shawshank Redemption, Nothing to Lose, Bull Durham, Jacob's Ladder. I mean, he is another one. Howard the Duck.
Well,
See, we can't say, we can never stay on.
that's great. Well, the song now, an actor that played with John Candy, Dan Aykroyd.
Okay.
I am thinking of the right person, right? Ghostbusters.
Yes.
And this was in 2,
Okay.
when they sprayed the inside of the Statue of Liberty and they blasted this to get her to crush through the dome.
Yeah.
Sorry. Now that's where my squirrel took me. The whole way around the forest.
You were definitely looking for that nut.
Worse than Ice Age.
So let's take a quick break.
Okay.
Kind of get ourselves back in the game. And
Okay.
when we come back, we'll be talking more. I'll have to get my notes out and.
Well, that tunnel vision that I was talking about, it was set in a futuristic, get this, 1985. A series of sketches, commercials, little skits, kind of gave me the SNL vibe.
It's going to force me to bring up Wikipedia, I guarantee, just to catch up, or IMDb, something like that. I thought I was like, we do this all the time where we'll say, okay, this is who we're going to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them we hit the ground running. Others, it's just.
Well, I was going to let you do it because you know all the actors and everything. Like I said, I just grabbed onto the ones that I've not seen, and that's what I was looking at.
Kitty Cat, which one are we going with, sweetness? This is our good friend GB3 Gary Burke III with Who I Used to Be. Guys, we'll be right back.
I was a wild one, running on fumes. still standing. Yeah, I turned it around. When they stop talking, don't let it break me. I walked through the fire and it didn't shake me. Tell them who I used to be. That broken man left out some back road dream. I ain't the same, I've been set free. Then I paid my dues, now the past don't haunt me. So if they ask, don't lie for me. Go on and tell them who I used to be. Whiskey and women, they call my name. Chased every shadow, carried the blame. But the good Lord's mercy and a love so true gave me a second chance with a better view. So when the whispers stop to creep in, let the truth cut through where I've been. Tell them who I used to be. The broken man left out some back road dream. I ain't the same, I've been set free. Then I paid my dues, now the past don't haunt me. So if they ask, don't lie for me. Go on and tell them who I used to be. Every scar's a story, every sin a song. I wear the proof that I was wrong. I ain't fighting, I won't pretend. Found redemption in the end. Don't forget the man that you see. Stronger now, I finally believe. There's a fire in my soul, and a heart set free. So if they ask, don't lie for me. Go on and tell them who I used to be. Tell them who I used to be. Tell them who I used to be.
Welcome back, guys. That was Who I Used to Be by our good friend Gary Burke III. And if you're just joining us, we are trying our best to discuss John Candy. And trust me, I'm still sitting here trying to figure out, I do want to make a drink. And I would love to call it the John Candy. And I'm still, yeah, it's one of those, oh. It would do that.
No go.
I got to, as I was looking through his movies, there was one in particular where he actually wasn't funny. Even though it was a lighthearted movie, it was biopic. Cool Runnings. He played a coach that got
Jamaican bobsled team. The Jamaican bobsled team, yes.
which also had Leon Robinson. A lot of these names, Dougie Doug, I knew him from, oh shoot. I want to say he was a rapper, stand-up comedian. Raymond J. Barry. But what was fun about that one was, even though the movie was a comedy, it was a Disney movie, that one, out of all the ones I've been looking up, he was out of his element. He was a little more serious in that one. Like I said, he was already living in Jamaica. He'd been blackballed from the Olympics for cheating. And the whole premise of that was, well, he was an Olympic sprinter and something happened where he ended up tripping, did not make the Olympic team. He still wanted to make the Olympics. And he thought, well, let's try bobsledding. We know about this coach that's here. Lo and behold, it's John Candy. I mean, I love the storyline. I love how, and it's still popular today. I mean, who doesn't watch They always talk about it whenever you watch the Winter Olympics, the Jamaican bobsledding team. But when you sit back and think about his role in that movie, there was nothing funny. The funniest part was where he was trying to describe what happens, when you crash. Your bones don't break, they shatter. He did everything he could to scare them.
Right.
But outside of that, I mean, you would think that would be a role where he'd kind of have some fun with it, and it was more.
There was, I guess, more light-hearted moments and not like make your gut hurt laughing moments. Is another stuff.
Yes, ma'am. I always think, again, outside of that, I mean, other than playing the cop and Nothing to Lose, he was pretty serious in that one the whole time, too. Which is funny because him playing the daughter.
Right. So, did you watch Delirious?
Is that the one where he was a soap opera writer?
Yes, sir. So I didn't know if there was like comedic parts in that. That's why, because I've not.
I've seen it, but it's not one that like stands out for me. I think he kind of starts. He imagines his stories and how
Well,
and it
I think it was a head injury, and he could control the show reality by typing on his typewriter.
in the very television show he has been writing. He discovers that through his typewriter he can control events in his new reality. It's gonna have to be another one I'm gonna have to sit down and watch again.
Yeah.
But therein lies the thing. For as good as he is, every one of us has those favorite ones that, it wouldn't be hard to find it. It's on Pluto TV, Amazon Prime with subscription.
YouTube.
YouTube TV with subscription.
Plug.
I don't know. It's just once these actors. I mean, we can go through the list. Robin Williams. I mean, he's done a million things,
Mm-hmm.
but there's just certain ones he's most known for, more notable for doing, and those are the ones that everybody remembers. So it's always fun to go through and do stuff like this because I like seeing, oh, well, shit, I didn't know he was in that. And then you start going through the different ones and it's like, well, I should have known this. Look who's in,
Shit, he was on Sons of Anarchy.
Mark Boone Jr.,
Damn.
Jerry Orbach from Law and Order. I mean, there wasn't, again, well, there's that Dylan Baker again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you do get those comedy duos that work out so well, and you start seeing them in. So I mean, yeah, he's just.
What's that one?
Which one?
John, one more. What's that one? I didn't notice that one.
Producer Ryan Reynolds, both lifelong John Candy fans, comes John Candy, I Like Me, an exploration of the life and legacy of the comedic icon. Whoa, I guess I should have watched this before we did this.
Wow.
And you can find that one on Amazon Prime.
And Ryan Reynolds directed it?
And Colin Hanks, which is
wow.
Tom Hanks' son.
Wow.
And I mean, they're going to do interviews with all the people that have worked with
Yeah.
him. And
So what year was that one made?
that one was brand new. Just came out last year.
I think his son wrote that a little bit. John Candy's son wrote that.
John Candy's son wrote that?
Producers: Colin Hanks, Ryan Reynolds, Glenn Zipper. Photography, production, editor Shane Reed, Darren Roberts.
Doesn't have a writer.
No. So now I'm gonna have to look up
I thought he only had a daughter. No, maybe he
Christopher
did.
Candy and Jennifer Candy.
Christopher. Okay.
So his son, I mean, we can actually talk about this as he's an actor. A lot of stuff that people won't know. Like I know the movie Contracted. Girl has a one night stand, and the next day stuff starts. She's not feeling good. Goes to the doctor, and slowly she's turning into a zombie. It's the weirdest.
Oh, wow.
One of the weirder
Okay.
movies I've seen.
Bless you.
What's up?
I was eating mounds.
Mounds.
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
That's Almond Joy.
Almond Joy's got nuts, mounds don't.
But I mean, we can get into the. So he was born in Toronto, Canada, October, like Kat said, October 31st, 1950. Died March 4th, 1994, in Durango, Mexico.
Hmm.
And if I remember correctly, he died of a heart attack. So, if I'm not mistaken, we're going to actually pull this one up. He was either finishing up or had just finished doing Wagons East. Yep, there it is. On March 4th, 1994, while filming Wagons East in the Mexican city of Durango, Candy suffered a fatal heart attack in his sleep and died at the age of 43. Had a number of risk factors for a heart attack: obesity, a strong family history of, heart conditions.
Mm-hmm.
His habit of smoking a pack of cigarettes per day, and his abuse of alcohol and cocaine. Again, I mean, that's why I said, everybody's got those demons. Sometimes you have to kind of look behind the scenes. Candy had long struggled with his weight, weighing over 375 pounds at some points in his life. He once lost 100 pounds over a summer while preparing for the film Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Candy frequently dieted and exercised with personal trainers. But, well, he was also a co-owner in the Canadian Football League's Toronto Argonauts. That was other ventures. Yeah, we don't need all that. So I guess, in all honesty, outside of, it seems to me like he was a pretty private guy outside. I mean, that's the first I knew of his struggles with alcohol and cocaine. So he kind of,
I can remember my parents,
he kind of kept a low profile off camera. So I don't know. Well, I guess that's the best way to wrap that one up. So yes, guys. Regardless, like Kat said, there's not a movie that man's done where you just
right.
everything he did was memorable. He's one of the kings of comedy, honestly. Not much more you can say about it. In my opinion, I feel like he was unselfish because he didn't mind taking those small parts,
Right.
There's a few movies, like I said, we named off a few where he was just in it literally for like a whole 5-10 minutes at best, and then, or just a couple scenes and it's over. So on that note, I think we will go ahead and be close to wrapping this one up.
Yes.
What's it? I've gone back and actually listened to. There's been a couple of them where we've hit the ground just like running, and it's always the ones that are our favorites, and that's why I said it's. I mean, even though he's been in so many different movies, we've seen easily 80% of the movies that he's made.
Oh, yes.
But it's hard to talk about them because there's only certain ones that truly stand out.
Right.
So that's why, I mean, when you said Delirious, yeah, I've watched it once. Hot to Trot, I don't remember him being in that one. I remember it more because of the talking horse, you know?
Right.
So we all have our favorites, and
Mm-hmm.
regardless, the man's a legend.
Yeah. Very
So,
fine
cheers
actor
to-
that he was.
John Candy. But on that note, what are we gonna do next week? You think we need to?
As long as we don't have to do a whole lot of running, like this past weekend, we went Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
No, next week. We're
I know.
Business as usual.
Going to try, because he filled up on Sunday, and we have to fill up already again. That's what
I'm talking about Reel-Flix and Chill.
I know, and so am I. I don't know. I may be doing it from my phone if the paycheck doesn't hit the account. It will, but the bills are going to get first dibs. The struggles,
Struggle's real.
the struggles that make you feel like, "Argh."
I almost want to if I had a phone brick, I'd love. I mean, she did chime in every now and then, but again, Sweetness, this was your baby. I figured you'd have been just all over it.
Well, she had a disturbing day, and I can understand.
Okay. We're good. So on that note, quick shout out to our friends there at MLH Distillery, the official sponsor of Another Shot podcast. Again, the hours of operation are 5 to 11 p.m. on Friday and 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Fridays, guys. All the drinks you see on your screen, and you also see us at the bar, you can purchase right there at MLH Distillery or on MLHdistillery.com. You can also find them on Facebook. Another quick shout out to our friends at Snap-on Tools, the premier selection in automotive tools. Last shot.
I can't say it. Difficult roads lead. I'm done. Chocolate and beer do not go together. Don't ever do that, folks. Difficult roads lead to beautiful places.
You had to put down the bottle for that one?
Well, I emptied it.
Oh. I love the Snap-on emblem.
Isn't. Well, they didn't see my tortured face.
No, they missed all that comic relief.
Oh, yeah. That's all right.
Kitty cat.
Spotify didn't.
The little things aren't little. A quiet morning, warm sunshine, flowers beside the fence, gentle hello, owl looking your way. Sometimes the smallest moments become the ones that make us the happiest. Notice the joy all around you.
As always. Guys, join us tomorrow night for our Wednesday night open bar. We have our Thirsty Thursday Thoughts and Shots, our Sunday weekend hangover, our Monday night bartender, and we will wrap it all up with our Tuesday night Reel-Flix and Chill. Next week's subject will be forthcoming. I had to stop that nut from rolling from the squirrel for a second.
What? Where?
But For those of you on TikTok, we are heading there next. Looking forward to seeing you all again real soon. There are good ships, there are wood ships, there are ships that sail the sea, but the best ships are friendships, and may they always be. Again, guys, we are heading to TikTok next, but always remember, everything we say on this show is just our opinion, but then again, you guys have a good evening. See ya.
Thank you for stopping in and listening to the Another Shot podcast. We shared some drinks, stories, and laughs. But it's time to say goodnight. Join us next time on Another Shot podcast.
If you're looking for a party, then man, have you found it? Now the shot is coming raw and unbounded. The whiskey's always talking and the beer's overflowing. Now the shot is gonna hit you with the mind overloaded. The bar is always open, but no inhibitions. Another shot will leave your sensories twitching. Just remember, everything we say is just our opinion. But then again, it might be the alcohol